Okay, let's get the fish out. Stand right there and make sure the fish is hot. Ready? God.
Oh my God.
Set the fish down.
My name is Joey Baird. I'm a member of the bait and weight outdoor team. I'm an angler and avid outdoorsman, and a pending North Carolina state record blue catfish holder. July 5th, which was Sunday, I texted Mark and asked him if they want to go out that night. And he said, yeah, they'd love to go out. So picked them up off the dock, and our first stop of the night, I anchored up. If you ever want to catch a big fish, this is my tip. Put something to eat in your hand and start eating, because guaranteed you're going to get a fish on the line. That fish is going to hit that rod just as soon as you put something to eat in your hand. And that's what happened. When he hit, he instantly dragged down the side of the boat back towards the back anchor. At that time, yelled at Mark, just reel down in the holder. Reels down in the holder, and that fish is still screaming down the back side of the boat, down by the anchor. At that point, I grabbed a rod. I started fighting the fish off the back corner of the boat. I knew instantly when I put my hands on that rod that it was a good sized fish. And most catfishermen know that you can listen to the sound of that drag when a fish hits and know that you got some on that rod. That fish goes out from the boat, makes a run, and comes right back at that point. I think I probably caught that fish for about, seemed like 10 minutes off the back corner of that boat when he made that run back down the side of the boat towards the anchor, and I felt him when he hit the anchor line. I could not get that anchor up in time. At that point, handed Mark the rod and told him, so you're going to have to fight him. I got to get the rods and the lines up. This is a big, big fish. I don't know why I should have just not even put my hands on the phone and went and started grabbing rods off the front and the anchor line. But I grabbed my phone and hit live, in which it almost cost me the fish. Not gonna sit here and lie. I should have just kept my hands off that phone.
Bring him up. You got
At that point, I run to the front of the boat and I start grabbing rods. And I had my head turned, looking back at Mark, making sure he still had tension on the line. That fish rolled up beside the boat, and when I turned, I had my headlamp on the water. And that's when I saw the fish roll up beside the boat.
This is a 100-pound fish. I just glimpsed him. This is a giant, dude. Look, all anchor lines are up. This is a big, big fish, man.
That was my first glimpse of the fish. And I ain't gonna lie, I like to fell out the boat.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh my God.
I talked to Mark and I told him, I said, we gotta bring it up. Bring the fish up. When you see the leader, I'm gonna make him a dip with the net, and we're gonna put him in his boat.
Ready? Woo! We need a biologist right now. Boy.
I was lucky to put that fish in the boat. I'm lucky he didn't break that line. I'm lucky to have met Mark and Courtney. They say everything happens for a reason, and I don't question that one bit. The phone ring. It's my brother. He's like, hey, watching live, man. I'm making phone calls right now. I'm reaching out. I'm trying to find a biologist. I'll be in touch with you. I'm calling you back in a little bit. My name is Lee Baird.
I'm the president of Bait and Weight Outdoors, an avid angler, hunter, and Joey's little brother.
Boy, he was excited. I saw the fish. I mean, it was a great big fish, but when you're looking at it over, you know, on your phone, on a stream, it doesn't necessarily look 121 pounds. So, yeah, I was happy for him. I didn't necessarily think that he had brought a new state record in. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, the best storytellers out there are fishermen. But he had enough excitement to him that I could tell something was to it. So I started making phone calls. I called Ed.
I'm Ed with Bait and Weight Outdoors. I'm a hunter angler, and I help with the preservation of North Carolina blue catfish state record. I was in the bed asleep. I was knocked out. I got a phone call from our president, Lee, and all hell broke loose. He was yelling on the phone that his brother just caught the new North Carolina state record blue cat, if not the new world record. He said go look at Joey's live stream. I was on the phone with him, and my automatic reaction was I didn't know what to say. I've seen 100-pound fish before, and this thing was bigger than anything I've ever put my eyes on. At that time, I got off the phone with Lee. I started making phone calls to people. I called dispatch. I got Richmond's number. I was trying to get anybody in contact to get down there and get to Joey so we can try to get this fish on a set of scales. Lee ended up getting in touch with the North Carolina biologist.
I found the District 3 biologist for the state of North Carolina. I found his phone number. Now, keep in mind, this is a holiday weekend. I made the phone call, and I believe his old lady answered the phone. It was a little awkward because she answered the phone as if, who is this? And I was wondering, well, who are you? I kind of fumbled my way through that phone call saying, look, this is the number I got off of such and such website. You know, I'm looking for the District 3 biologist. We have a new potential state record. I need to understand like what our next steps are. And she, you know, very blatantly told me I probably wouldn't hear anything that night. It would be the next morning.
So, after we got the fish in the boat, my main concern was trying to get this fish certified as quick as possible and get him back in the lake to live another day. I started making phone calls. I made a phone call to Sean.
I'm Sean Evans. I'm with Bait and Weight Outdoors. I'm an avid bass fisherman, and I like to hunt. I get up to get a glass of drink, a little parched, and check my phone, flip on Facebook. First thing I see is a video of Joey live fishing. I get 8 seconds into the video, and his number pops up on my screen. I answer the phone. All I hear is, call the biologist! Call the biologist! I got the state record! I got the state record! I told Joey to calm down. What did he want me to do?
But I just told him, I said, I made this plastic toolbox into a lab well. I told Sean that tank was at my house. I needed him to run get it and bring it to me so we can get that fish in that tank.
So I immediately get dressed. I don't even think I gave my wife or kids a kiss. I just jumped in the truck.
I'm gonna be really pissed if this fish is only like 80 pounds.
So at that point, I tried to think of location where I could possibly put it on a scale, and that location was Holly Grove Marina.
I get to his house. I can't find this tank that he's talking about, so I call him. It tells me where it's at. I get it. I had to clean it off. It took me about 15 minutes getting all the pine tags, and I'm pretty sure he built this thing 10 years ago, waiting for a moment like this. Loaded it up in the truck and headed to Holly Grove Marina.
We get to Holly Grove, we'll wait. I tried to get in touch with the owner of Holly Grove. I tried numerous times, but at that time of night, it's just hard to get anybody anywhere, especially when they got to work the next day on a Monday. And it's holiday weekend, July 4th, so most of everybody had a long weekend.
Joey's already bossing me around.
Look at Joey.
Look at Joey. Look at him, freaking out. Look at him.
Wait till you see his fish.
You sure it's over 100?
No, it's over 100.
No, it's over 100.
No, it's over 100.
Hold on, bud.
He's got to.
I guess I might know. I see.
Oh yeah.
He's got to be.
So I've got this thing built
Joey,
into.
it's not gonna survive in that.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
well.
I see the fish for the first time, and I've seen 100-pound even catfish. I know the official weight on it was 100 pounds. When I saw this fish, I knew it had broken the record.
Oh, that's gonna be freaking close, dude. Oh my God.
We look at the tank and look at the fish, and I realized at that point that that fish wasn't gonna fit in that tank.
It was just too big. The tank probably would fit a 100-pound fish, but not 120.
At this point, I told Courtney, Mark, Sean, I said, just leave your truck here at Holly Grove, jump on the boat. Need all hands we can get to try to handle this fish with as much care as we can, get him back in the water at the dock, and we'll go from there when we get him back on the water. So we left from Holly Grove and went back to Mark and Courtney's dock.
We then proceeded to secure the fish on the dock in the water to make sure that it had plenty of room to swim around. I told Joey then that the water temperature on the main lake up there was around mid-70s, low 70s, and that they were pumping water. So that would help keep the fish alive.
I gotta go this way. Watch.
Go up to the other end to see the wind.
Won't y'all just look at that. Yeah, look, video don't do this justice, man. Video don't even do it justice. You not go get a damn regular tape measure around him to get the girth. I'm gonna drop the damn phone in the water is what's gonna happen. And see how wide, just see how wide he is.
Bottom of his belly.
Side to side, he's right at 30 inches, just adding the side to side, not even the girth. So you're right at 30 inches. What's girth state?
45.
Oh shit, he's definitely girth over 45. Definitely over. He's definitely over 45 girth. I think he just swam off, man. I ain't bullshitting you. Stop a minute. You gone. Man, he's up under the dock. I'll tell y'all right now.
I was kind of concerned at that point about turtles or anything like that, but we pretty much stayed on the dock with that fish all night. I'm gonna sleep on the damn dock tonight right here with this fish. I think.
I swear to you, man.
We got 5
I'm
minutes.
sleeping on the dock
You go
with
sleep
this
on
fish
the-
tonight.
My brother had made all the necessary phone calls to the biologist. He got a detailed list from the biologist exactly what had to be done to certify this fish.
He said, I believe he told me that had to be caught in North Carolina, needed a certified scale with a stamp on it from the Department of Agriculture. He needed proof of that with a picture. He also needed a witness to the weight. What else did he tell me? He would have to physically come and verify the species. That's a thing.
When we were speaking with him, we asked him could he start heading our way to kind of cut down on some time, and he said that he wouldn't leave until we got that fish on a certified scale with a witness, and then he'd be in the truck on the way. At that point, the hunt was on.
We thought the biologist was going to be the hardest part, but then we got on the hunt for certified scales. I swear, I called more than a half a dozen marinas on the lake, and I found one that had certified scales, but they told me that they'd have to pull it all out and get things set up, and I don't know what all that meant, but they had what we needed, and that was Stonehouse Timber Lodge. I forget the fellow's name there, nice fella.
So I called Joey, and when I called Joey, I could hear the panic in his voice. I was like, "What's wrong, man?" He was like, "The fish will not fit in the live well. It just won't fit." So automatically, I knew then that I had to contact Robert Bondurant. I called him, and I knew he had a big tank for the catfish tournaments to keep the fish alive during weigh-ins. So I called him, and thankfully he was at the house. I was able to go by and get the tank, and I picked that tank up and I hauled butt to Mason, North Carolina.
I had to run and get a large tank to put the fish in. We're going to fill this up with water and then hopefully try to transport this fish up this hill down here. So y'all stick with us.
While the tank was filling up with water, we finally got it full, and Joey looked at me and says, "Do you want to go see the fish?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to go see the fish."
Oh my God, I put eyes on this fish in Jesus Almighty. Bruh. Oh my God. We gotta get this fish up that hill.
You ain't telling me shit I don't already know.
Oh God.
This fish was bigger than anything I had ever, biggest freshwater fish I have ever laid eyes on.
Y'all look at that fish. Y'all don't understand, that fish is 6 foot long almost.
I called Joey, ask him what's going on. Joey tells me that they're gonna weigh the fish at Stonehouse. So I tell him that I would meet him there. Went to Ace Hardware in Littleton. I got a piece of plywood and a tub.
I'm at Ace Hardware now, trying to find a tub big enough to put the fish in, and so we can get the Stonehouse and weigh it. Definitely longer than that, but it will fit in there, so they can put it on the scale.
Came back to Stonehouse Timber Lodge.
Joey and them should be here in the next few minutes. They were about 10-15 minutes behind us. I hope they videoed trying to get it up that hill, because that hill was crazy steep. I mean, it had steps, but they carried it on a 10-foot tarp. That's what they carried it in to get it up the hill in that tank.
When we pulled up, there was a crowd of people there, just everybody waiting on us to get there. And
yeah, I stuck my hand in there last night. I'm gonna go live. Oh! Who got the gloves? You got the gloves? Fish, film this.
We load the fish up into the tub.
I think you might break the tub.
Fish are weight on this monster
That's what I told him. 92.
130.
Alright, still. No, it's not. No,
Yeah, it is. That's right.
It's negative.
That's right.
we knew the fish was big, but when they put the fish on the set of scales, it popped 121.8, then it went to 121.9.
Going back around 120, 125, because people, putting a little pressure on it, 135.
121 pounds, 9 ounces, and that's when everybody lost it.
And Joey flips.
Oh yeah, it's over 100.
It's over 117, baby! Get some of that! Woo! Come on!
Hey, you better call a biologist, Joey.
Them boys have been joking around, giving me a hard time on that fish, saying 70, 80, 100 pounds, joking around. And at that point, I told them, I said, I don't give a damn what y'all say now, that's the new record.
I get right back on the phone with the state biologist. I tell him, he says, okay, I'm on my way. Now, I assume he was coming out of Rocky Mount based on his phone number, but I don't know that to be a fact. But he told me it would take an hour flat for him to get to the marina over at Stonehouse Timber. And I was 2 hours away.
That we are all hands-on at Bait and Weight Outdoors. Sean and Ed are down there right now. They've been helping Joey. It was a monumental task to move this fish. There's a reward for catching the new state record on a Big Cat Fever rod. So I just got off the phone with a rep from Big Cat Fever. They want exclusive interview rights, which means we're not gonna be able to video and release this, edit and release this before they get their chance. They want him to submit to a polygraph test, and then they gave me a list of other things to make sure that we check the box on in order to claim the cash prize. Joey not only claims the state record, he is entitled to a $15,000 payout.
Apparently they're a Carolina company, so you know it was right in their backyard, and they asked, could they come witness this? I said absolutely, and gave them the address, the location, stayed in touch with them over text. And I'm telling you, man, it was a long ride from Richmond.
We pulled the truck up to a boathouse. We backed the truck to the boathouse in the shade, and we got a bag of ice. We put ice on the fish. We kept the fish cool. We kept oxygen going. We got G-juice, which is a formula used to it keeps the slime on the fish and keeps them healthy. We mixed that in with the water, and the fish was doing great.
Look, when I got into the truck, I walked up, and this is the first time I laid my eyes on the fish. Sean reaches in and grabs this damn thing and pulls it up out of that tub, and it was like a truck tire with whiskers hanging off of it, looking at me. This damn fish looked like it was on life support. He was living better than I was. He was in good shape. I mean, he was wading in place in that tank, you know, like so.
No sooner than Lee shows up, the biologist is right behind him.
I've confirmed that it's a state record blue catfish. I'll get the girth. You've got a length on it.
A rough estimate of 59 3/4 is what we measured.
At least 59 3/4.
Let me go get a little piece of rope.
Now measure that. That's the...
Yeah, that's what it's
right there.
That's not great job.
60.5 inches.
There we go. Thank you.
So you can put that down.
And Catch the Fever showed up, and these guys were so supportive, and they were excited, and it just blew them away that the amount of effort had gone into saving that fish.
I want to go, because you may never see a fish like this again in your life. Props to you guys for taking such good care of the fish, because I mean
I've done
the color on this fish looks great.
Oh, I can't say I.
No,
They called in favors across multiple counties to get help.
That's good, because that's #1 priority, and you guys have done awesome. The fish ain't white, he's got a lot of dark color on him. That's awesome.
We then decided the best place to release this fish would be at a boat ramp on the main lake, close to deep water.
We talked for a few minutes, and then we decided to go to Henrico boat ramp.
That was when I really got the grasp of how big this thing was. When I watched Joey reach in there and grab it, him and Sean had picked it up and turned the hand down the head. You see this thing just fully laid, because you know, he was, even that giant tub, he couldn't fully extend. He was laid out. I was like, man, that is a man. That is a legless and armless man.
I got it. Set the fish down. I got it. You can look at that fish, and that fish is talking. You can look at the mouth on that fish, and he wants to go.
Myself, Ed, and Joey walked down to the water. So me and Joey start walking the fish to deeper water.
How's she doing? Is she starting to kick?
She was healthy, ready to go, and off she went.
She gone? Oh, good job. Good job, boys. Way to go, Joey.
Good job, Joe.
Just knowing that I have caught that North Carolina state record, I guess you can say it really still hadn't sank in to me that that I had.
I'm glad I was able to be a part of it. I'm glad I was able to be a part of it, and it was in supporting my brother as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was just to be able to be there and see a fish of that size, that old. It's once in a lifetime.
It's crazy. I never thought any of my friends, much less a close friend of mine, it was just a hell of an experience to hold something like that. I mean, you never think you're gonna see a fish that big, ever.
Oh my god! Oh my god!